see him, boom! That's how you close. That's the work of a closer. Does hook. 5 in a row. Uh-oh. Crack it open, Randy. I'm thirsty.
Looking for 7. Got 7. Wow.
Sweeping the racks today.
Hey you guys, it's Frank the Tank, and that is the Idle Pearl. And you know, it didn't occur to me that I had this is actually part 3. Like, I totally, like, as I was putting the video together, I'm like, Oh my goodness, I had already reviewed this ball like 2 times already, and this is the third, so that's a first on my channel. Part 3 of a ball. Jesus Christ. Um, and one way or the other, like if you look at it, I was gonna redo it anyway because I mean, for one, I felt like it would have been kind of dumb if I'm reviewing all the idle bowling balls and not including overseas releases. But yeah, it would have been kind of dumb if I had to review the idle and the idle pro and then the idle synergy, but left out the idle pearl. That would have been kind of dumb. But at the same time, like I was gonna redo it because I stumbled across part 1 and part 2, and they were just god awful. I mean, part 1 makes a little bit of sense. My skill level, my release, my approach was not all that great at the time. And then part 2, you would have expected to see some kind of improvement, and instead, it turned out to be much worse. And the reason for that was because the lane conditions were terrible, and my release, actually, I was actually releasing the ball in the way that like it was not letting the ball flare correctly. And so yeah, one way or the other, I was going to redo it again. And yeah, third time was indeed the charm. Another 700 series. I can now put that one to bed, and I am totally satisfied with it. It was really well done. I loved it. And if I ever did say anything about me not liking the Idol Pearl and how it didn't match up well with me, I take it back now, because obviously it made a huge, huge difference. That I had it laid out exactly like well, not exactly like the old one, but almost somewhat the same way. Pin above the bridge, mass bias over to the right with the CG as well. 60 by 5.5 by 60, which is more accurately laid out to me compared to that last one that I had. It was, we just winged it because I didn't have my pin to PAP, but now we do, and made a huge difference. Obviously, my skill level, my spare shooting, all that stuff has improved, and you can see that it is, here's the clear evidence of it. And yeah, turned out great. So I'm very satisfied with it. And I think it's really, really awesome that I now have all the idols, not including any of the overseas stuff. So I never really intended, or nor did I expect to have all of them, but it's really cool that I do. And yeah, now obviously with this one covered, we now move on to the main event, the one some of you have been waiting for, and that is the Idol Synergy. So that one is going to be the next one. And I know a lot of you keep asking about the Zen from 900 Global. I've got it coming. Don't worry. After the Idol Synergy, I will upload the Zen. And if that's not enough, I got my hands on the Zen Master, so the timing couldn't be more perfect. I'm definitely going to do something with that too. So don't worry. Zen and Zen Master is coming. So yeah, now that we have covered the Idol Pro and the Idol whatever, I don't care. I'm getting confused now. I'm honestly tired. But yeah, we move on to the Idol Synergy, and we'll see what happens there. But as for the ball, I forgot to talk about that. The ball itself, there's not much to say. I mean, it gives off the exact same shape as the Idol. The only difference is that it obviously goes longer. So you get that 1-2 punch if you have the Idol and the Idol Pearl. We all know what you can do with that. And the Idol obviously is something that you'd want to pick up first on the fresh, and then eventually once the lanes start to break down, you pick up that Idol Pearl because it's lengthier. So yeah, it worked out. It honestly is great. And then of course you got your Idol Pro, which actually I would suggest you start out with that. If you were like, using all these, if you had these 3 bowling balls in your arsenal, because the Idol Pro is obviously the one that isn't as angular down lane compared to the other 2 idols. And the one really awesome thing though that makes up for that Idol Pro not being as angular is that it has that push after it changes direction, which is really great. So definitely you could build an arsenal with this stuff, and it's really awesome. So that kind of proves that I guess the shells are different. So there you go. And I think it's what the thing that really, really proves it is all these 3 idols that I have right now, including the Idol Synergy, they're all laid out the same too. So usually that's never something that you should do, because you'll run into some trouble. But even though I got these three balls all laid, well, 4, all 4 of them all laid out the same, they all do something different. So that is really, really awesome. Definitely you can build an arsenal with that. So that's all I really got to say on this. That was the Idol Pearl. redemption, I guess we can say, because, you know, those other two horrible Idle Pearl videos that I made in the past, now we can put that behind us. So there you go. I'm Frank the Tank. That is the Idle Pearl. We'll see you in the Idle Synergy video.